V. They laughed when he stepped onto the battlefield. No rifle, no rank anyone respected. Just a Bible. And silence. But years later, hardened soldiers would say one thing: if he hadn't been there, I wouldn't be alive today. He wasn't trained to kill. He wasn't trained to command. And yet, he walked straight into war. His name was Father Michael Carter. Officially, he was just a military chaplain. No medals, no kill count, no headlines. On base, many soldiers ignored him. Some mocked him quietly. Why is he even here? They'd whisper, what good are prayers in a firefight? Michael heard it all, and he said nothing. Because he knew his mission was different. The day the first convoy was hit, the world erupted in chaos. Gunfire rattled the air. Screams echoed through the smoke. Soldiers, even trained ones, froze. Medics were instantly overwhelmed, a desperate dance of life and death playing out in the dust. But Michael didn't freeze. He ran forward, not away. He moved with a purpose that defied the mayhem, dragging wounded men out of the line of fire. Their dead weight, a testament to the battle's ferocity. 3. When a soldier's breath grew shallow and their eyes glazed over, Michael was there. He whispered words to the dying, a final, gentle presence, ensuring they wouldn't leave this world alone. No camera captured these moments. No official report mentioned the chaplain who became a lifeline. It was an invisible bravery, a courage that didn't fire a single shot. As the deployment wore on, a new kind of battle began to unfold, not on the field, but in the minds of the soldiers. Night after night, a silent pilgrimage formed to Michael's small tent. Men would appear at the flap, their faces etched with a weariness that sleep couldn't fix. These weren't men seeking religion. They were men whose minds were breaking, men who had survived explosions that had torn their friends apart, men who relived losing comrades in the blink of an eye, men who hadn't truly slept in weeks, haunted by the faces and sounds of war. Michael listened. That was his greatest weapon. He didn't offer easy platitudes. He didn't judge their anger, their fear, or their guilt, didn't interrupt their broken sentences or their long, heavy silences. He just sat with them, a calm anchor in their personal storm, and absorbed their pain. Sometimes, saving a soul doesn't look heroic. It doesn't come with a thunderous soundtrack or a dramatic gesture. It looks quiet. It looks like a man in a tent, simply being present, sharing the crushing weight of memory, so another man doesn't have to carry it alone. Then came the night the base was attacked again. This time, it was harder, more direct. Explosions rocked the ground, and the familiar symphony of combat returned with a vengeance. Amidst the chaos, a young soldier was trapped under a collapsed wall. Debris pinned him down. He was bleeding. He was panicking, and he was crying out, his voice raw with terror. While others sought cover, Michael crawled toward him, the ground shaking with each new impact. He navigated the wreckage under fire, his focus locked on the trapped soldier. I don't want to die like this. The young man screamed, his voice cracking with desperation. Michael reached him, the air thick with dust and the smell of cordite. He took the soldier's hand, his grip firm and steady. He looked him in the eye and said calmly, his voice cutting through the noise, "You won't die alone." In that moment, everything changed for the young soldier. The terror didn't vanish, but the crushing loneliness did. That simple promise, that human connection in the heart of hell, gave him the strength to hold on. The soldier survived. Years later, that same man would tell his own story. And he always finished it the same way. The doctors saved my body, but Father Michael, he saved my life before they ever touched me. When the long, grueling deployment finally ended, it was time for recognition. Medals were polished and pinned to chests. Names were announced over a loudspeaker. Each one met with applause. Heroes were celebrated for their valor in combat. Michael's name was not called. He packed his few belongings quietly, just as he had done everything else. There was no ceremony for him. No applause. No grand farewell. He had done his job, and now it was time to go. But as he walked toward the transport plane, ready to disappear, as silently as he had arrived, something happened. It started with one soldier, then another, and another. One by one, men stood up. It wasn't an order. It wasn't planned. 2. Throughout the departure area, soldiers rose to their feet. They turned to face him, and they saluted. It was a slow, silent, powerful wave of respect. A salute, not for a rank, but for a man. A gesture of gratitude, not for kills, but for lives saved in the quietest of ways. Not all heroes carry weapons. Some simply carry the pain for others, so they don't have to carry it alone. Some heroes never fire a shot, yet save more lives than we will ever know. If this story moved you, please subscribe for more true stories of unseen heroes. And to honor the quiet courage of people like Father Carter, please comment the word respect below, so this story can reach more people who need to hear it. Thank you for watching.